Hello Chelsea fans, Chels Daft here with your match review. Chelsea 3, Luton Town 1, and we're through to the 5th round to take on Barnsley at Barnsley. Another good, favourable draw from us. And it was a performance and a result that we were looking for. There was some negatives in the game, which we will discuss, but not that bad. But there was plenty of positives, which is a good thing. Rather than focus on plenty of negativity that's going on around Chelsea at the minute, I'm going to try and give you an upbeat, positive video. So, without further ado, drop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel, and let's get cracking. After the week we've all had as Chelsea fans, and as Chelsea and Frank Lampard have had, it was important that we come out the game with a win today and ease the pressure somewhat slightly and go through to the next round of the FA Cup. Chelsea did that. That's the be-all and end-all. Tammy Abraham got a hat-trick. The changes made in the team worked, with Billy Gilmour a standout performer today, along with some others. And that's all you want. That's all you can ask for. Goals, performances, through to the next round. Now we can get back and focus on Wolves coming up on Wednesday. And just a note, if it's the first time you're watching one of the videos on my channel, or to you guys that normally subscribe and watch, thank you very much. My commentary is back. It's Wolves on Wednesday night, early kickoff, 6 p.m, and it'll be back with me, live commentary. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But back to this game today, and Chelsea made some changes. Kepa come back in goal. Right back, Reece James. The defensive two was Andreas Christensen and Kurt Zouma, who's been absent the last 2 days. Nobody knows why, with Emerson drafting at left back. The midfield two was Mason Mount, captaining the side today, and Billy Gilmour. Left wing, Christian Pulisic. Right wing, Hakim Ziyech. Up front was Tammy Abraham, with Timo Werner looking like he was floating in behind him. People sort of had it out as a 4-2-3-1. For me, I thought it was more of a 4-4-2, with Timo given a little bit of a free roll to just float around and find spaces. And he did for the most part. Plenty of comment and conjecture before the game about the fact that Mason Mount was named as the captain. To me, he's obviously a standout player. His attitude, his determination, his fight, his desire was obviously chosen by Frank Lampard as captain today, so everybody else can try and aspire to be like him and have his attitude in game. And it seemed to rub off on the players with some good, solid performances. Let's talk about Luton's goal and Luton Town themselves first of all. Luton's goal was disappointing to concede for Kepa. Hammered on social media afterwards by people actually tweeting him directly, giving him dog's abuse, which I thought was just poor, absolute shocking. He should have done better with the goal. He didn't. The shot come in with Zouma standing right in his way, but he could still see it, and the ball was literally at his side. And rather than just keep a steady hand, he tried to move out the way and use his hand to block it. Couldn't stop it, and Luton scored to make it 2-1 at the time, just before the end of the first half. He also had a bit of a shaky start of a couple of passes that didn't seem to have full strength on them, but after that, Kepa made some good interceptions, made a really good point-blank save at 2-1 to keep us in the lead, and that should be noted and mentioned. As far as Luton go, plucky, determined, good team in the Championship. They all work for each other and for the manager, and they gave themselves a good performance, and I don't think they could walk away from Chelsea today with sort of any feelings of regret. They gave it their all, they played well, fair play to them. So good luck to Luton for the rest of the season. So back to Chelsea, and we took the lead after 11 minutes. There was conjecture in the commentary of the game. A ball went off the pitch, and then Hakim Ziyech picked up another ball pitch side, took an early throw into Timo Werner, who was alive and made a run down the channel. Inside the box, he tried a cross, which was blocked, and it deflected back to Tammy, who held his run back on the edge of the box, was just inside the box right-hand side, and drilled a shot hard and low, bottom left corner to make it 1-0. Second goal was Tammy again, obviously with his hat-trick. Ball down the right-hand side, played back to Reece James, and Reece James does what Reece James does in those forward areas. Picked up a perfect ball, lofted ball into the box. The goalkeeper come out as if to claim it and then stopped and hesitated, which gave Tammy the space to get in front of the defender, nod the ball home over the goalkeeper to make it 2. As I say, Luton scored their goal just before half-time. Disappointing goal to concede, and it was game on, and Chelsea needed to up it second half. We did. We were dominant throughout the course of the game. We got into good promising areas. Their goalkeeper made a good save. And there was just chances where we played great balls across the box, but no one was gambling to go in on the end of them and sort of tap the ball home, with Tammy maybe the culprit once or twice. He could have had 4 or 5 goals today. Luton still, as I say, plucky side, kept going, and they're talking about that save. They played the ball in on the right-hand side, and they worked it well, and it come inside the box, and the shot come in from around about the penalty spot, level with their right-hand side of it, say about 12 yards out, and Kepa stood firm. Great left-hand save to deny him and keep the score at 2-1 Chelsea. That was a warning. Chelsea sort of kicked on a bit then, and we would become even more dominant, with Hakim Ziyech in particular, along with Christian Pulisic trying to probe, Timo making those runs and finding space. And we did well, and the third goal was outstanding. Frank Lampard made changes. Hakim Ziyech come off for Kai Havertz, and Christian Pulisic come off for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi was outstanding. Within 2 minutes of coming on, he made 2 runs at the defender up against him, beat him twice, got to the byline. The first attempt, crossing to the box, nobody was there. Second time of asking, it led to the goal. Him and Billy Gilmour linked up. Billy Gilmour picked the ball up in their half, halfway inside their half, and played the ball out first time to Callum. Callum runs the defender, gets him to the edge of his box, plays it inside to Gilmour, and Gilmour with a great sort of awareness plays a 1-2 with him and plays him in. Hudson-Odoi gets past the defender to the byline, crosses it in, and Tammy this time makes a run in front of the defender, taps the ball home, 3-1. Chelsea continue to dominate, continue to create some good sort of opportunities or get within striking range, but if any criticism about our performance today, it was that at times we tried to walk it in the back of the net. Sometimes have a shot from outside the edge of the box or just inside the box. Don't take that extra touch. And we could have made it 4, but it was unlucky for Timo. A good move. Timo was in, driving across the box and was brought down, and penalty was given. He stood up and took it. Goalkeeper made a great save to deny him. Timo frustrated today. But the positive is he keeps getting in these areas and making these runs. His head doesn't drop. It dropped towards the end of the game. Looked like he took a bit of a knock and he was disappointed. But he continues to keep working hard. And that's key. His goals will come. Keep faith in Timo. Mateo Kovacic come on late as well. Giroud come on. Good to see those guys getting involved. And Kovacic looked quite happy when he come on, replacing Mason Mount as the captain. As I say, there was good performances. There were some standout performances with Zuma and Christensen looking quite safe and assured. Emerson did okay. Reece James did well at times. At times, they got him behind him, but he managed to get back and make his challenges. And he didn't make any stupid mistakes inside the penalty box, bringing people down, trying to win challenges, which was good to see. As I say, Mount and Gilmour kept the ball moving in the middle of midfield, and it was good to see. Billy, with his confidence, I think he only got shrugged off the ball once, going up against a bigger man in the middle of midfield, but overall his use of the ball was good, solid, calm and assured, heavily involved in our third goal. Mason Mount was everywhere as normal, working hard, unlucky with a shot over the bar in the second half, but again, kept recycling the ball. And it was good to see that we weren't always going side to side, we're always looking to probe. In the attacking areas, Hakim Ziyech had a much better game than what he's had recently. Heavily involved, always looking to create, always looking for those openings. Good to see. Christian Pulisic, I'd say he probably had about a 6 out of 10 game, Pulisic. He was busy, constantly probing and trying to come inside. He needs to get to the byline once or twice and mix things up a bit for me. I think you're always going to know he's going to come in and try and favour that right foot. But he was busy, which was the main thing. Timo, I thought, was outstanding today, apart from his penalty miss. Always finding space, and maybe that could be the role for him, playing just around free a main striker. Something to think about for Wolves game and Burnley coming up. Tammy up top did really well, took his goals great. As I say, there was opportunities where people drove balls across the box, and he should have just gambled and stepped in front of a defender and tried to get to near post maybe. He didn't. He held off his runs and then he sort of went back post and was too late to react. But took all 3 of his goals well. So it's just a good, solid performance from Chelsea today. Professional performance against the team in the Championship who are playing well. 13th currently in the Championship and a good, hard-working team. So it's a good win for Chelsea. We go through, we take on Barnsley away next round, 5th round. Another good opportunity to progress through to the quarterfinals, which is something, of course, we want to see. As whether or not this game is going to help the confidence levels coming into Wolves, it should do. It will give people a bit of a boost, especially Tammy. But obviously, with the changes being made, you have to expect that 3 of the 4 defenders are going to be changed for the Wolves game. Midfield, you're going to have a couple of changes in there as well. So it's been interesting to see. But for the players that played and got minutes today, it was good for them to get involved and to get their goals and just to have a little bit of confidence to keep those legs going ahead of the game against Wolves on Wednesday. So it's what we wanted. Wanted to win. We wanted a good performance and some goals, and we got exactly that. So let's just be positive. If you like the content of this video, drop a like on it for me. Then subscribe to the channel, but make sure you hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss my videos come out. Join me tomorrow for an update as we build towards Wolves with the latest Chelsea news. In the comments, let's try and be a little bit positive today and focus on the positives. As I say, a lot of people will be having a pop about Mason Mount being captain and Kepa getting the goal in. But Mount did well today and Kepa made an outstanding save second half, which made a difference at the time. Have a good evening. See you all tomorrow.